So I'm here with my athlete Sam Drinkwater. We're here to do a session based on to improve his specific needs, which is in this instance agility. So we're doing today's going to be the first session out of 3 based on this specific area of his game to improve it. This session's not going to include any work with a football. It's just all going to be sort of body weight stuff, movement kind of things, tailored towards match practice. We're going to start with a warm-up to increase his heart rate, get the blood pumping, decrease any chances of injury. Following this, we're going to sort of progress it into little drills. To begin with, they're going to be sort of tailored towards match practice, and then the further we get into it, there'll be more sort of match game scenario type of drills and exercises, and that's about it. So we're going to do the first part of our warm-up now, which is just sort of stretching for the lower body specific to this session. So as we're doing lower body, we're just going to focus on the lower body, obviously. So first ones, we're just going to hold a couple of stretches. So just going to lunge, hold it, 10 seconds each leg. Nice and firm. 10, and then switch, same leg, same again, good, 10 seconds again. Good, and then up. And then we're going to come a little bit wider, and then we're just going to come down, touch the floor. Again, 10 seconds. Good. That's it, well done. 3, 2, 1, and up. Good. Next one. Just going to pull our leg back behind us. Hold it, 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Good. And then switch. Harder one. Good. Down. Following this, we're just going to do a slight gentle jog from the first line, from the byline into the penalty box, and then we're just going to come back. We're going to do a variety of a few, so we're going to do a few slow jogs, and then we're going to do side steps, backwards sort of running, and then we're going to progress it into some sprinting to get the heart rate up and elevated. So to begin with, we're running and back to that. So 4 more times, good. Nice, good. Back in. 1 more. Good. Back in. Next one, so just go side step now. Just go nice and big. Next one, we're going to go for a backwards run, and then we're going to turn and do a backwards run here. Back. Nice and slow to that one. And then turn, and then back again. Now what we're going to do is backwards, and then back. So the first drill we're going to do is just getting Joe used to this, Sam used to the session for agility. So obviously it's going to be high sort of impact, sort of a form of interval training, if you like, because there's a lot of turning, slowing down, and then setting off with explosive speed. So to begin with, we're just going to do starting position, neutral, low to the ground, and then we're going to explode through from the byline to the penalty box. We're going to come back, do the same again 2 or 3 times, and then we're going to progress it from the byline into the penalty spot, and then we'll leave it there. So to begin with, we'll just go here, but we're going to go down, so like down, set off when I tell you to go up, obviously, into the front line, then just do that and walk back in, 3 times, yeah? So, down, into position, 3, 2, 1, and off we go. Good. Oh, quick as you can. Good. And then back. Good. Again. 3, 2, 1, off you go. Good. Back. Good. So I'm just going to give you a talk. So next, we're just going to advance Joe's starting point on a little bit. Sam's starting point, sorry. So as you were setting off, you could just go a little bit sort of lower and then push back, and then as you set off, push forward onto the front foot. So really just slow it down. So rather than being like tearing forward, lean back into it, then on. Sprint through, yeah? Is that better? Try that. One more time. Same again. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So into it, good. Better. Good. One more time. Alright. Go on then, one more. 3, 2, 1, off we go then. Through. Good. There we go. Excellent. Good. Again now, but we're going to do it a little bit further down. Do it from here, just into the penalty spot. So, you know, you want to it's a child box. So, same again, quick as you can. 3, 2, 1, off we go then. Quick as you can, all the way through. Good, that's it. Good. One more time. The next drill we're going to work on is a bit more specific to a match scenario. So me and Sam are going to face up against each other. I'm going to be the defender, Sam's going to be the attacker. I'm going to place myself on the edge of the 6-yard box. Joe's going to start at the penalty spot, at the edge of the penalty box. He's going to sprint towards me and he's going to have to evade me without him touching. His goal is just to get himself through the goalposts and just run through. I'm there to defend it. If I touch him, then he has to go back and start again. We're going to run through it again about 4 or 5 times this time, so a few more. And just progress it on, see how we get on.
If it was a real match, you would have only stopped me by pulling it.
So we've just run through it twice there. I managed to catch him both times. What we're going to do, we're going to revisit the exercise towards the end of the session after we've worked on some other stuff to see if he's improved and see if he can beat me towards the end of the session. So the next exercise we're going to move, next drill we're going to move on that Sam's going to do is a much smaller drill, more compact. There's 4 markers spread out in quite a small area. There's a marker in the middle. Sam's going to run in, head towards the middle marker, head back out towards a corner, round the corner, back into the middle, back out to a corner, into the middle, to the next corner, into the middle, to the last corner. We're going to rest for about 30 seconds, get some feedback, and then do it again. We're going to run through it about 3 times in total. I'm just going to do a quick demonstration now. Whoa. Going to run in from the middle, out, into the middle, down, round the marker, back in, out, round the marker, back in, so on, so forth. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and off we go. Around, good, back into the middle, back round it, good, middle, onto the last one, back in one more, and good. So, just a little coaching point I'm going to give Sam. When you did it then, you're standing really upright, straight, so what we want to do now when we do it, as we come round the marker, we want to get down nice and low, and then sort of explode off from a lower position and power through. Is that alright?
Yes.
Yeah? Good. Let's try again. So 3, 2, 1, off we go again. Down, nice and low, better, good. Down, through, good. That's one, good, back in, and onto this one, through, back in, and rest. Well done. So the next drill we're going to do, Sam's going to stand in the middle of the lines between the D. He's then going to run from a standing position still. I'm going to shout to him left or right. He has to run in that direction towards wherever I state, towards the end of the D, and then he's going to run back across and finish at the other side of the D. So we'll do a quick demonstration now. Did you get that? I'll be here, and then I'll go left, back down, across, through, yeah? So, definitely my so yeah, right and left is up, yeah? 3, 2, 1, left. Back in, good. Drop. Back in. Do the same again. 3, 2, 1, right. So now we're going to advance it on a little bit. I'm going to shout left or right to Sam. He's going to run there, back to the point where he started instead of right through to the end. So if I say left, he's just going to go to the edge of the D, back into his starting point. When he gets towards it, I'm going to shout left or right again, and he has to think about it. So if he comes back from his left, I say left, he's heading back in that direction. Or if I just say right, then he's just carrying straight through to the end. So we'll crack on with that again. Left. Back in. Left. Left. Right. Back in. Left. 3, 2, 1, right. Left. Right. Right. So again, we'll advance it on. So how do you find that? Tiring?
Yeah.
Yeah? Out of 10?
7.
7? Right, okay, good. That's what we want. So we're going to progress it a little bit further on now. he's going to go left to right, but now we're going to add in the dimension of going backwards as well. So we're going to incorporate the penalty spot into the drill. So I'm going to say left or right, and then I'm going to say backwards as well. So he's got 3 different points of direction he can be heading in now. You get that? Understand it? Yeah?
Yes.
Good. Let's give it a go. Backwards, good. Left. Back in the middle. Right. Right. So to carry on to the next exercise for Sam, what we're going to do is some diagonal runs, so they're sort of like slalom runs. He's going to start at the edge of the corner of the D on the penalty box. He's going to run in towards the penalty spot and then back out towards the corner of the 6-yard box in the other corner. Is that alright? Yeah? I'll give him a bump. From here, down, off, around it, back in, you're going to come back in, back in. So one of the sort of last exercises we're going to do now, I'm going to start in a position just about on the penalty spot. Sam's going to start on the edge of the penalty area and he's going to mimic everything I do. So if I step back, you're going to step forwards. Right. If I step forwards, Sam's going to step back. If I go side to my right, he's going to go to his right, so on and so forth. So there's quick movements in there that he has to keep up with, as well as sort of thinking on his toes and being reactive. So we'll set up, this bit down. There we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, off we go. So sideways, 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 backwards, back 2, back 2, front 2, back 2, good. Cross, 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 back. Good. Down, 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 down. Cross, cross, cross. Good. Back. Good. So we're going to revisit one of the first exercises we did. So Sam is going to be the defender this time. So his aim is to touch me and then he gets a point. If I can evade him and get myself through the goals, then I get a point. We're then going to switch it and Sam's going to have a go at attacking and see if he's improved through the various different drills we've done compared to when he did it at the start. So back. Back now. Yeah. Ready? 3, 2, 1, off we go. In. One more time. For the second time, we're going to bring the space in, make it a little bit sort of closer the distance between us and see if it has any effect. So Sam's going to start on the penalty spot. I'm going to start on the penalty area as I was before. So, ready? 3, 2, 1, off we go. So now we're going to switch. Sam's going to be the attacker, I'm going to be the defender. Again, I'll start on him. 3, 2, 1, off we go. So down, down, round me. And again, this one will shorten the space, so I'll start the penalty spot. 3, 2, 1, off we go again. So in. Well done. Good. Yeah, how do you think that went? Better?
Yeah, much better.
So I mean, as you can see from the first time he did it, he's got past me both times. And personally, as a defender, I felt like he was quicker on his feet than he was when he was a bit more readable, sort of knew where he was going when we began. It's just my preference, my personal opinion, sorry. But yeah, he's improved. So now we've done the main bulk of the session. We've covered agility. Obviously that's been the tailored aims of the session. Do you feel personally that you've sort of worked your agility
Yes.
enough? Do you feel like you're a bit more confident in this area?
Yeah.
Yeah? Good. Do you feel like in a match you can use it to your sort of benefits in the right back position?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be trying to take more people on.
Good, good, perfect. So we've done the main bulk of this session now. Sam's performed all his agility drills as desired. We're going to now do a cool down. This will prevent any potential injuries, build up of lactic acid, sort of things like that that are commonly related to performance, high intense performance. We're just going to bring the heart rate down. So doing this, we're just going to do a gentle jog, Sammy's anyway, from the penalty box to the halfway line and back. Repeat this a few times, just a really light gentle jog. We'd then even bring it down into a walk. Following this, we're just going to do some static stretching, specific again to the lower part of the body, because that's the part of the body he's been working on, obviously in the session. Hold some stretches. I'd then give him additional stretches to do at home if he was feeling any sort of niggles or sore when he woke up in the morning or when he gets home. Is that all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.